Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about SS contribution. What SS contribution is? SS contribution basically means it's a due which member country must pay to the organization in which they want to become a member. For example, in WHO, if countries want to become a member of WHO, then they have some SS contribution which they must pay to that organization. So in recent year, SS contribution uh, have declined overall percentage, but it is a very good trend that currently it is pick up a pace, and three-fourths of the program budget is come from the SS budget. So we are going to look into the nitty-gritty of the SS budget and its importance in international arena. So SS contribution are dues countries pay in order to be a member of the organization. If anyone want to become a member of any organization, then they have to pay SS contribution, which are a type of a due. If you want to become a member of that organization, the amount each member state must pay is calculated related to the country's wealth and population. For example, population of India is 140 crore. Wealth of USA is top country in terms of wealth. So it is the amount each member must pay is calculated related to their wealth as well as their population. SS contribution have declined as an overall percentage to the program budget, and have for several years accounted for less than 1/4 of organization financing. That means when organization uh, uh, when organization launch any program, so it cost a budget. So from several years, less than 1/4 of organization financing. That means organization financing is 100 crore. So less than 1/4. That means less than 25 crore of funding is come from the excess contribution in the last several years. And the balance is mobilized through voluntary contribution. And this balance which come into this uh, pocket, each pocket of the organization is through voluntary contribution. So in recent year, voluntary contribution have accounted for more than 3/4 of the organization financing. That means if organization financing is 100 crores, so more than 75 crore each come from the voluntary contribution. But from the for several years, it declined to such a point that less than 25 crore of the less than 1/4 of organization financing is come from the SS contribution. So this is important because when country contribute into it, then WHO launch program on an efficient way, on a larger scale, and in a very sophisticated manner. But if contribution is less, then it you can say face the problem of fund crunch. So why it is important? Why it is SS contribution is important? That for several years, less than 1/4 of finance, less than 1/4 of program budget is come, less than one quarter of organization financing is come from the SS contribution. But now more than three-quarter of the organization financing is come from the SS contribution. So I hope you understand it, you learn it, what SS contribution is. It is a due any country pay in terms if they want to become a member of an organization, and it is decided on the basis of population and economy of that country. How which share you pay in that organization is decided on the basis of your population as well as your economy. So this is a picture of SS contribution countries giving SS contributions. So United States top the list, then China, then Japan, then Germany, then UK. And that means USA, China, Japan top three, then Germany and UK. USA is at the top, China almost half, then Japan, Germany and UK. Now we are going to solve one question on it. I think I forgot to list question here, just a minute. Just a minute, sorry guys. Yeah. So the question is, consider the following statement regarding contribution that make up funding for the WHO. Contribution that make up funding for the WHO. SS contribution or dues countries pay in order to be member of WHO. Yes. The maximum share of funding to WHO comes from SS contribution. Till recently, yes. SS contribution by the member state are not related to its wealth and population. No, it's wrong. That means option 1 and 2 is correct, I think. I have a doubt on option 2, but I hope it is correct because currently more than three-quarter of the three-quarter of program budget is financial funding of the organization is come from the SS budget. But from for several years, less than one quarter of SS less than quarter of financial budget is come from the SS contribution. So just check we are on the right path or not. Option C is correct. That means option C1 is correct. So 2 is wrong. The maximum share of funding to WHO come from the SS contribution. So I think it is. So yeah, from this question, I just want to correct one thing into it. SS contribution is the due country pay in order to be a member of organization, and the amount each member state must pay calculated related to this is SS contribution declined several years. The balance is mobilized through voluntary contribution. And the recent year voluntary contribution have accounted for more than three-quarters of the organization fund. That means voluntary contribution and SS contribution both are different. Okay, both are different. Here earlier when I talk about, I understand that in terms of language is SS contribution is a voluntary. No, SS contribution country must to pay to fill the gap of this, to fill the gap of organization financing gap. Voluntary contribution is made to this organization, and in recent year voluntary contribution accounted for more than three-quarters of the organization financing, and SS contribution accounted for less than one-quarter of organization financing. So very important. SS contribution contributed less than one-quarter of financial budget, and voluntary contribution more than three-fourths. Okay, so SS contribution is different from voluntary contribution. Voluntary contribution have a major chunk in organization funding, and SS contribution has a lesser chunk. Okay, SS contribution country must pay. Voluntary contribution, as the name suggests, you voluntarily pay. So member country, whatever member country pay on terms of their wealth and their population, it is not solving the problem of the organization. That's why this voluntary contribution concept come, and many people contribute, many organizations, many parties, many nations contributed it, and three-fourths of the organization funding is come from the voluntary contribution. So yeah, I corrected, I'm sorry. So when we are going to solve this question, SS contribution or dues countries pay in order to be a member, yes, and it found less than one quarter of organization funding. And the maximum share of funding to WHO comes from SS contribution, no. And SS contribution by the member state are not related to source of no, it is related. So only option 1 is correct. That means option C is correct. Just check. Now we are on the right path. Yes. So I hope you love this video, you understand this video. Earlier I make some mistake in understanding SS contribution and voluntary contribution, but both are different. Both are different. SS contribution must, voluntary contribution you have to volunteer, but it is a very interesting that voluntary contribution contribute more than three. things which are voluntary in nature have much say, and things which are mandatory in nature has less say. So it is very astonishing. So I hope you understand it, you enjoy it, and you love this lecture. So namaskaram. Thank you.